Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. And if you're new here, hello, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, do all those good things. This is Motor Mike Media, and as always, I'm Motor Mike, and today, woo, back in the F-250. She's better than ever. Woo, it's a good thing to see. Now, what was wrong with my truck was actually the main valve that controls the flow of fuel between the rear tank and the front tank. I'll show you that quick video first. All right, guys, that's the part that's gonna fix my truck. Now looking at this is a dual tank fuel valve system. Sits on the frame rail. I have my in lines, my out lines controlling between the two tanks. So basically the rear tank will send its fuel through here, and this also goes to the main tank. But by looking at it, it's actually a solid unit right here, guys. It doesn't feel cheap, it looks good. This was an affordable one, had great reviews. Real quickly, you guys can see the part number. Yes, this is made in China. Normally I go with the American stuff, but this has great reviews. Always take your time when you're buying anything online, part-wise, or just anything in general. Look at the reviews, see what people said, the pros and cons. This thing, good reviews, good affordable price. I can get it quick and it will fix my truck. So you saw that part. Basically, that part sits on the frame rail. In the back tank, low pressure fuel pump, and the front tank, low pressure fuel pump. So basically on the rail, you have the high pressure pump, the valve system. The valve system directs fuel from the rear all the way to the front and throughout the rest of the vehicle. That valve went bad and sent fuel everywhere. Basically, the rear tank was pumping all of its fuel into the front tank, which was overfilling, which was sending it throughout all the lines, going up to those canister filters, which are basically a charcoal filter when you look them up, filling them full of gasoline, causing them to drip. Any spot that was a little weak had old clamps on it, that was failing. So the replacement of some clamps, basically draining the tanks, checking everything out. That front tank might actually have a little bit of rot on the top, which is unfortunate, so I'm only going to be using the rear tank from now on. But now having that new fuel pump, this thing drives really, really well. And now that it's back, I can do more truck things. We have to pick up those tires, pick up those rims, so I can make some more content for you guys. But I'm so happy that this thing's running again, and it's running better than ever. Let's go underneath and look at it real quick. Alright, so that right there is the new unit. Now that's in place, it will fix everything. Just a few little disconnect fittings. Basically all the old lines were still in good shape, which is awesome. This thing was relatively cheap with great reviews, that's why I bought it. And now that it's here, this thing's running better than ever. Now let's look at those canisters up front real quick. So here's the charcoal filter underneath. Now all we didn't replace these. You honestly don't need those. There's two of them. They were both flooded. But you can see there's a little tiny hole we use to drain everything. Yes, depending on what state you are in, you will have to replace those. Here in Michigan, you don't have to. But they were overflowing from the top, overflowing from the bottom. That one up there might be kind of hard to see. But that one was full too. So it was crazy how bad this thing smelled before. At first it was like a sludgy sweet smell, then became pure gasoline. But now everything's fixed, and I got it at a good price. Alright, so for them to look at my vehicle, figure out what was happening, fix the little clamps that were bad here and there, go throughout the whole system, drain the fuel tanks, see a little bit of rot on the top of the main tank, go to the rear tank, make sure it was functioning properly, getting that part, installing that part, testing the vehicle, cost me about 360 bucks. Not so bad. Those guys, they do a great job. They're old school people, so it's always cool to interact with those guys. This thing's running better than ever before, so let's do some driving. So now that everything's fixed, it's running way better than before. It's a little bit quicker, and I know I'm gonna get a little bit better fuel economy because fuel's not just flowing everywhere else. But just driving right now, the engine's a little bit smoother. It actually sounds a little bit better as well. Doing a little acceleration run. Ooh, she's got that power back. That good 460 cubic inch big block engine. It's just good to hear. It is a little quiet though, so like I keep saying, if I do keep this car, we will get an exhaust kit on it. But I'm so happy this thing's back in action. I always love driving older vehicles. They're just a nice experience overall. They have more character to them. Yes, this car makes some rattles and creaks, and I gotta go underneath and tidy up a few things because it's a little messy, but that's just the glory of these cool cars. You don't have cars like this anymore. They don't have character. Now that everything's running good, that V8 engine, nice acceleration, it's smooth. Yes, it's not the most powerful like I keep saying, but it's just a nice enjoyable experience. And I'm just happy it's back on the road. Now that it's fixed and it's running better than I've ever had it run, it's just, do I sell it? Do I keep it? I'm on the fence, but I'm more saying I might keep this vehicle now so we can make more content. Alright, so that's why I love this vehicle, that old school V8. Driving it, it's smooth even though it's an 80s vehicle. And just having that old school engine, the old school experience is always a cool thing to see. I don't mind putting a little bit of money into old vehicles because that's what you have to do. Any old cars that need some work here and there, it's going to cost you some money. But now that I know this system, I'm going to do a little bit more research on these older vehicles so I can do more work myself, because that's the best way to do anything. Getting your hands dirty, it only is going to cost you your time and the money for the parts. Basically, you just need some simple hand tools and you can have an awesome vehicle just like this. But guys, that's all I have for you today. I thank you all for watching. And if you haven't already and you want to, please check out my channel. I keep trying to give you guys more and more content. It's all cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs, combustion engines, just like this. And EVs, a little of everything. But please, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you guys can stay up to date with the latest and greatest from my channel. And as always, I truly, truly appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.